Okay, Duncan, in charge of Everton again. What were your feelings when you were asked to manage the team?
Yeah, I was very honoured. Of course, I was when the club have turned to me again through this the difficult time that we've been having. So unfortunately, we lost our manager. But you know, I'm absolutely was over the moon. You know what I mean? That they turned to me.
Why does it mean so much to you? We saw last time when you were in charge. We know what Everton means to you. Feels like the club grabbed you more than a quarter of a century ago emotionally, and it's never let you go, has it?
It hasn't, you know, it's been a long love affair, hasn't it? No, I mean, look, obviously, everybody knows what I feel about the club. I've been here a long time, since I was a young man. You know, I came down at 22, I think I was, and I'm 50 now. You know what I mean? So it's a long, long time. But of course, the relationship with the fans has been key for me. You know what I mean? They know how much I love them.
Have you spoken with the owner and chairman a huge amount since you've taken over?
No, a huge amount, because obviously I've got to make sure that I'm looking after the training and looking after everything. But I've spoken to them, and they've been very supportive. And of course, you know, obviously we're all willing for Saturday to get a result.
Are you able to tell us a little bit about those conversations? I know there was a meeting with Mr. Kenwright, wasn't there?
Yeah, the chairman, yeah, he had a meeting with us and spoke very well, of course, and talked about unity and, you know, the Everton way, and let's get our fight back in the spirit, you know. Of course, the chairman's very passionate, you know what I mean. And he's a great Everton man. So, no, it's all about unity and you know, make sure we get that bit of fight back.
Those words, unity and spirit, they feel really important at the moment, really pertinent. Do you feel there's that common goal? You've got the owner, the board, the chairman, the players and staff all really working to drive Everton forwards again? Absolutely.
I think we need everybody. No, in our corner. I think it's, as you all know, as we all know, it's a really difficult time at the moment. But the results have not been great. Well, they've been really, really poor, to be honest. Yeah. So we need to make sure that we're all together. Everybody in Finch Farm, everybody at the stadium. You know, everybody in the city. And they need to try and get behind us. You know what I mean? I'm sure they will.
Do you feel that everybody as well just wants the best for Everton? Everything they're trying to do is with the best intentions and to do the best for Everton and ultimately bring the success that everybody wants to this club?
Yeah, well, absolutely. But we should always be doing our best for Everton, shouldn't we? As you know, that's what we do. We're Evertonians, we love our club. We fight as hard as we can for it.
You touched on the fans. What part can the Evertonians play in generating an uplift?
Well, same again. What happened to me a couple of years ago, I think, when we played the Chelsea at home. It was an electric atmosphere. It was one of the best I've experienced at Goodison. And I'm sure they'll be well up for it, you know what I mean? And we really need them to push us across the line, you know what I mean, for the whole game. I really kind of emphasise how important they are to us and for the 90 minutes. And I know they'll be with us.
Can you tell us what difference that makes? Because you've seen it from both sides of the white line. You've played and felt that support. You felt it as manager. What does that do to you? What difference does it make to you on the field?
It lifts you, doesn't it? It just lifts you, gives you confidence. Of course, you know, we're all going to make mistakes. And make mistakes, you know what I mean? That happens in football, make mistakes. So people have got to keep behind the players as much as they can. I know at times it's been difficult, but they need to really stay with the players and keep going to the 90 minutes, because the players will have to keep going to the 90 minutes. It's going to be an incredibly tough game for us. And everybody needs to be in that stadium, keep going to the final whistle, and hopefully we'll get the right result.
You're working with John Ebrell and Alan Kelly as assistants. Can you tell us a little bit about what they bring in terms of their qualities, both on the training ground, their coaching, and as people?
Their calmness. Yeah. Calmness, I'd probably say. Yeah, of course, incredible knowledge. I mean, Alan Kelly's been everywhere, he's done everything, you know. He's got fantastic knowledge. And of course, John, I played with John. Calm and influence, you know, intelligent guy. So yeah, it's a good mix.
Leighton Baines as well. What is he bringing on the training ground? He completes your coaching staff.
Yeah, Leighton. I mean, obviously, Leighton's a great fella, unbelievable player, legend of the club, very intelligent man. He's just starting his coaching journey, but I've noticed in the last 2 days how far he's come. You know what I mean? He really is a good coach, and he's getting better and better. And he will go into great things in the future. But no, Leighton, of course, he's a legend of the football club, and absolutely delighted that he's going to be sitting next to me.
You say he's a legend of the club, and you know what the supporters think about him. How important as well to have somebody else who knows the club inside out, is an icon of the club, and he was in the dressing room very recently as well.
Absolutely, and I mean, it's a difficult time for us. It's a really difficult time, and we need everybody fighting and pushing for the club in the right direction. Of course, Leighton's gave his life to the club. So yeah, I'm absolutely delighted that he's there, and he'll add a lot to me, a lot to my staff.
There's a lot of very good players in that dressing room as well, international players from big countries. You've got confidence in the talent in this squad?
Absolutely. Every time I go out, I've got confidence in the team, confidence in the players. I think I can win every game, and that'll be no different on Saturday. We've got a lot of great players in there, and they'll step up on Saturday, I'm sure.
You've only had 2 training sessions with them so far, but are you seeing the desire from them as well and the right attitude to turn around the form?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, look, they've been working hard. They've been working hard through the last few weeks. You know what I mean? But of course, the results weren't quite there. So but no, they've always worked hard. But no, we're pushing them. I'm pushing them as hard as I possibly can. You know what I mean?
We've seen videos of the first training session. There was a lot of intensity. Players seemed to be really enjoying it. Was that the first thing, just to get them enjoying again and working hard at the same time?
Well, yeah, working hard, but we all love working hard, don't we? And once you've done a good day's work, you feel good about yourself, don't you? So that's it. So I'll go in there and make sure they work as hard as they possibly can, and they feel great then coming off the training pitch, as we all do when you put a good day's work in.
So how do you generate that improvement in performance?
Well, as you said, you've touched it on yourself. You've got to improve the tempo. You've got to improve the aggressiveness of the team. You've got to get your message across. And you've just got to keep chipping away at the players. You know what I mean? How important it is that we've got to get victories, because we're sliding towards the bottom. We're in the bottom end of the table, so we really need to make sure that we get ourselves out this. And I'm emphasising that, how important this game on Saturday is to us. But the results, of course, is massively important. But we need an improvement. We need an improvement, and that's it.
You've touched on a few of the things there, the aggression and the tempo. But what are the qualities you think every Everton team should have every time they go on the pitch?
Well, they should give everything. That's it. They should give everything. They should run themselves into the ground. They roll up their sleeves and fight for the club in every single game. Just imagine you asked a fan, go and put an Everton shirt on, get on that pitch. What would they do for us? So they need to do that.
How do you restore the confidence in time for Saturday as well?
Upbeat sessions, working hard, good messages, clear, simple messages, you know what I mean? And, getting in amongst the players and really, telling a few home truths as well. Because the past has been no good enough, but it's in the past. We move forward. The game's coming up now. Let's get ready for it, and that's the message is.
And I know you're not going to give away anything tactically, but is there a big tactical focus as well? Last time, I think, perhaps you surprised a few people by the tactical nuances. You only made 2 changes for your first game, but there was a change in style and formation, wasn't there?
Yeah, God, 2 years ago, yeah. There was a change, because you've got to use your best players in the best positions. That's why I see it. You work around your thing with your best players. The ones you think are going to be the best on that day and affect the game, you know what I mean, the way you want it to affect us. That's in my mind. Work on that first, and then we'll go from there, you know what I mean.
Say it was more than 2 years ago now you were in charge, which seems incredible. Have you learned a lot in that period since then?
I think you're always learning, aren't you? You're always learning every day. We're all learning. You know what I mean? I'm learning how to do an interview. So are you. So
I'm getting better though.
Yeah, no bad. So we're all learning, aren't we? And of course, I know a lot of different styles. I'm my own man. I do it my way. I always have been. And but yeah, of course, you're always learning. I'd like to think I've learnt a bit in the last 2 years. Yeah.
Inevitably, Duncan, people are going to want to know if you want the job full time. But I imagine your focus is just completely on the upcoming games, is it?
That's absolutely right. That is my brief. That's it. I'll only be in charge for the upcoming games. That's it. The club are in a process just now to go through their candidates, and they'll go through that process, and I'm sure they'll find the right man for the job.
You said that you're feeling very kind of emotional in terms of leading the team. It's hard to sleep and all those sorts of things. How important to keep a lid on your emotions, and those are the players. So come 12:30 on Saturday, that's when you're ready to go, coming to boiling point.
Yeah, I think just be yourself, you know what I mean? That's what I just say to anybody, just be yourself. I'll be myself on Saturday, that's it. I'll be focused on the game. Of course, I took 4 the last time. I was focused on their games. So yeah, no, this will be, I'll be focused on the game, you know what I mean? But I'll just be myself.
Any early team news ahead of the game?
No, I think we're not too bad, to be honest. You've got quite a few boys training today, but there'll be 24 players out there today, outfield players, you know what I mean? So we've got quite a good number of players there. 1 or 2 problems. Alan's struggling, so he'll be the biggest doubt. Like.
And just finally, any message for you to the Evertonians ahead of the game on Saturday?
Get behind the team. Be yourself. That's it.